Shawn from Shield Wall Gaming here, and you want to get competitive? Let's get competitive. I want to talk briefly about the Road to Nationals that Legendary Studios released not too long ago around Flesh and Blood, and they're really doing some pretty cool things. So I wanted to talk briefly about that. As we can look here, Road to Nationals starts March 28th and runs till July 26th. Now, this is good for a lot of different reasons. One, it's Arcane Rising is the focus. The pre-release comes out on March 21st. And it'll give you a good week to kind of get into the rhythm. There won't be any deck lists out. There might be some, but there won't be any from tournaments or anything like that at that point. So it's really going to force people to start to get into events and start to really play some Arcane Rising and really understanding the new heroes and the cards and whatnot. The Road to National events will be premier level events that will be stores that are selected by Legendary Studios, and that's based on a lot of different criteria. I'd imagine. I don't know all those criteria, but I'm sure it's a combination of, how much product are they really buying, what's their player base like, and the location and things like that. But March 28th is when Arcade Rising actually officially releases, so it'll be perfect to start that weekend. And these Road to National events in the United States, there's only 2 right now, but there will be more as we go by. As we go through time, and they can be Arcane Rising sealed, or I guess top 8 booster draft, or they can be classic constructed, and that's pretty cool because the store kind of, I believe, gets to choose, or at least the events themselves will be driven in a certain way. So you get 6 times modifier on your ratings that you would normally get from Armory events and on-demand events that stores will run, and so that's pretty cool. Additionally, if you win a Road to Nationals event, you get an invite to the National Champs 2020 event, and you can actually stack Road to National event wins into accumulated appearance fees. So you get an appearance fee for showing up at the National Champs 2020 event. In the United States, that appearance fee is $500. And so you could technically travel around to multiple different stores that are hosting these national Road to Nationals events. And if you continue to win, every single time you win one of those events, not only do you get an invite, but you actually accumulate those appearance fees. So if you go to 3 different stores and win 3 times, you'd be showing up at the National Champs 2020 event, and you would be, of course, collecting $1,500 just for showing up to the event, which is really cool. That's a really neat kind of incentive to get the player base going and get some of the better players to really come out. Competition is in games like this. Some people are, it's designed to be a casual game. We should be focused on that, but competition really breeds a lot of creativity. And the way that a game moves into a science and then transforms kind of into an art, as we've seen with a lot of games. Chess, of course, being the most popular game where you could make that argument. But Magic the Gathering as well was another game where, it became an art form. It became a way for people to express themselves, and they did so with their own style. And Flesh and Blood, although right now is a little bit more limited in that way, as they continue to release heroes and continue to release different sets, I think we'll really see that. Also on the site here, it posts all this information if you want it. There's a lot of additional prizes for not only the National National Champs 2020 event, but the Road to National events. I'm hoping that as the game grows, their selection process for the stores is makes sense for the area, right? Like I don't see many people driving 200 miles to compete in the event, but we're creating a community, a pretty good community around Flesh and Blood right now, and I think it's pretty exciting. And some of those guys want to be competitive. We've done our first welcome event, of course. We're doing another one on March 7th. I'm shooting this video on March 2nd, but on March 7th we're doing another welcome event. And I've already had some people reach out going, "Hey, can we do sealed again?" Right? So there's some people that really want to get into that part of it, and we're getting there. But we want to try to build a good, solid community first. So just some exciting stuff. I competed in Magic for a little while. We have several people at our club that compete in a lot of different things. There's Warhammer 40K tournaments with money on the line, and Sometimes that can bring out some bad behaviors and some bad patterns, but sometimes also it brings out a lot of creativity and allows people to really express themselves and focus in a way that some people struggle focusing in everyday life. And this is what's important with gaming in general. Complicated games like Flesh and Blood and many others allow us to really utilize and exercise our brain muscle where we probably in many other aspects of life don't. So thanks for watching this video. Comment below. I mean, the competition scene is something that's not for everybody, but I think it adds value and it really grows the game. What do you think? So thanks for giving Shield Wall a chance.